Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another edition of What You Should Be Watching with me, Brad Fitzpatrick, and my lovely co-host, Zach Washburn, the movie Messiah. Say hello, Zach.
Hi, everybody.
He's got
Hello,
a
Zach.
he's got a little slow connection today, but it shouldn't be that big of an issue. But today's episode, we're going to be talking about Christmas movies. What are our top 5 Christmas movies? So, as usual, we're going to start with Zach first, and then we'll end with me. But hopefully, we won't run it an hour and a half like we did last time.
Hopefully not with 5.
Right, not with 5, but we'll see. We'll see how well it runs out. So, Zach, starting from number 5, what is your favorite Christmas movie?
I have an honorable mention, if you'll allow me, please.
Please, go ahead.
Okay, so this will be 6. But you remember the California Raisins Claymation Christmas special?
Oh, wow, yeah. That was Jeez, that's dating us. You realize that, right? That's telling everybody,
Right.
Everybody out there how old we are.
Hey, I don't care. And if anyone out there hasn't seen it, you're able to get this on DVD. I got it on Amazon. I highly recommend it. You should find it. California Raisins Claymation Christmas. It was a special that was on CBS years ago. So, highly recommended.
Now, what was your fascination with that? Because, I mean, obviously, you were like, what, early teens maybe when it came out?
If that.
Yeah,
Did you ever see? Did you ever see the Mark Twain claymation movie?
yes, I did.
Yes, that was made by the same people, and I've always liked that movie as a kid. I guess that's just where it came from. The same people made it, and I was a big California Raisins fan. Getting all the little figurines from whatever restaurant they were made at. I forgot. But,
It was like I think
yeah, I don't know.
McDonald's.
It's one of those I remember as a kid.
I think it was McDonald's.
Was it
that
McDonald's?
was one of those.
Probably.
Yeah. Yeah, that movie, like the original California Raisins, like I don't know why, but it was kind of weird to me. Like just like the way that they did their claymation back then was just like I wouldn't say I was scared of it, but it was just awkward.
It is. It was very surreal, though. It was. It was
Yeah.
a surreal type of. Yeah.
Like
I can see where you could be scared. Sure.
Still scares me to this day.
Yeah.
All right, well then on to number 5 since you gave an honorable mention. Please go ahead.
Okay. Yes, that was my honorable mention. So the official list starts now. Number 5, Ernest Saves Christmas.
Ah,
Classic.
good one. Very classic, very good one. Any of the Ernest movies were really good.
Of all the Ernest movies. Yeah.
You know, may
Jim Varney's great.
right,
All
may
the
rest
movies.
in peace.
Yes.
It's but like okay, so Ernest Saves Christmas. I don't know if I'd say that would be my favorite Ernest movie because I really like the Halloween one. I don't know, I like it.
Oh, it's not my favorite Ernest movie either. Yeah.
Okay, but so why do you think that Ernest Saves Christmas is your number 5?
Well, it's one of the only movies probably on my list that's one of those like you would think of those heartfelt Christmas films that has the true meaning of Christmas in it,
Hold on.
Most of my
I've got to laugh at that because like I love how it's the weird silly comedy that you're like, no, this is my one and only true meaning of Christmas movies.
and it really even isn't. There's another one on here, but it's just like pretty much actually all of my Christmas movies are comedies. I don't have those heartwarming, and most Christmas movies are comedies.
Yeah.
But if you think about it, they are.
You know
there's
what?
A lot of just like.
Now,
yeah, think about it.
now I'm telling you now, not all of mine are comedies.
Yeah. Yeah, all of mine are comedies, I think. I mean, I consider them comedies.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
we'll see.
Well, everything around Christmas is supposed to be lighthearted, so obviously being funny and having a comedy about
guess.
Christmas is,
Yeah.
All right, so number 4. What's your number 4?
Number 4, you and I have talked about this. I know it's a running debate about movies that are considered Christmas movies or not considered Christmas movies. I know Die Hard is mentioned. I know we talked about Ghostbusters 2 like being a Christmas movie, or is it? My number 4 is this debate. I consider it a Christmas movie. Gremlins.
Of course. Who wouldn't consider that a Christmas movie?
I know.
I mean,
It didn't. Of course, it wasn't promoted as a Christmas movie. It was promoted as a scary film.
well,
But,
but I mean, still, it happens at
fun.
Christmas. You know,
Yeah.
Gizmo is a Christmas gift.
I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, I know. It's just one of those debates. Like Die Hard. It happens at Christmas too, but a lot of people don't consider it a Christmas film. You and I do. I know we both do.
Well, those people are dumb. So,
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, Gremlins is a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
But
really.
it's one of my favorites. It's just a fun movie all around.
Well, I mean, honestly, that's not on my top 5, but I'll add that as my honorable mention. Because,
Okay.
I mean, honestly,
Fair enough.
it's Gremlins. 1. Gremlins 1. Not 2. 2
Hey,
is
I
good.
like Gremlins 2.
2 is
Gremlins
good.
2 is not a Christmas movie.
Yeah, you're right. It's not a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
But, okay. All right, well, then number 3. What's number 3?
All right, number 3 can go two different ways. If you're gonna can you allow me to cheat again, like you did with Back to the Future when you said I could use all 3?
Survey says, why not?
Okay, thank you. So I was gonna say Christmas Carol, and I remember you'd asked me the question last time we were gonna do this, like which version.
Yep.
Well, I got to thinking about it, and it was just very hard for me to pick just one. So if you're going to allow me all 3, these are all 3 in no particular order. Okay.
All right.
Patrick Stewart's version on TV that was on TNT years ago.
Okay.
The Muppet Christmas Carol,
Mm-hmm.
and then Scrooged with Bill Murray.
Now, no. Okay, well, I'll allow
That's a
you.
Christmas Carol.
No,
Brad.
you're right, but it's like, it's not. Like,
It is.
it is, but it's not.
It's based on Christmas Carol. Okay. Then here's the other way. Here's how it would have went if you would allow me just one. I think I would have picked Scrooged actually, and I would have actually left Christmas Carol off.
Yeah,
Because even though I love the Patrick Stewart version so much,
me too.
I have always loved Scrooged. I
Yeah.
love Scrooge. I can watch that any time of year.
Right?
Yeah.
Like okay, so well, man, like you're right. It is a Christmas Carol, but it's not your conventional Christmas Carol, right? I mean, like it has.
So you would not consider it a Christmas Carol movie.
I'm at an impasse here, because yes, obviously it is. I mean, logically
Yeah.
it is, but
It's
like
different. You're right. It is different, but it is very much based off Christmas Carol.
it's
So
like
I would consider it a Carol movie.
to me it's like Mountain Dew or Mountain Dew Code Red. They're both Mountain Dew.
Just one's red.
One's a little bit different.
Yeah.
I mean, that's my mentality about it. But I mean, that's a really good choice. Scrooge
Thank you.
is a fantastic movie. You know, and like during Bill Murray's peak, he nailed it.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Some of the other actors too, like specifically back in that time frame, was just. I wanted, like, I don't think there would be another good Christmas movie besides that one that is not only a comedy, because it's not really that funny at places. Some places it's very scary. You know,
It's pretty dark.
Yeah.
It's pretty dark in some places.
like Bobcat Goldthwait coming back with a gun to shoot up the place. I mean, you can't do that anymore.
It's pretty dark.
Yeah, like
No.
you're not allowed to put that on
do
TV
that.
at all.
No.
But man, that's a very good choice. That's a very good choice. You know,
Thank you.
of course, leave it to you though. To
And
pick some really
I
good
can't
ones.
believe it actually almost slipped my mind because I was thinking Christmas Carol movies and I was like, wait a minute. And it just kind of just exploded in my brain like stupid. Scrooged. It's one of your all-time favorites.
Right.
I've got to add that. So I actually, yeah, if you would have only allowed me one, that would have actually been number 3 to stand alone. But
We're pretty free form here,
so
so I mean it's okay to
thank you
talk
for
about
letting
it.
me chit.
Always. But you're on number 2.
Yeah.
Number 2.
Okay, number 2, the 24-hour marathon of A Christmas Story.
That's on my list too. So, number 2, Christmas Story.
Okay.
What is so
Yeah.
iconic about the Christmas Story?
I don't know. And you know what, Brett? The funny thing is, I had not seen that movie for years. Everyone told me Christmas Story, Christmas Story. I was like, okay. And I hadn't seen it. I probably didn't see that movie until my early 20s for the first time. And it just, then I understood. I was on the bandwagon immediately. I know you have this look, and I completely agree with you. I would, if I could go back in time, I'd give myself the same look. But I mean, how could you call me the movie Messiah when I haven't even seen Christmas Story until my early 20s?
Right?
But it's true. Yeah, I had waited a long time to see that, but I'm glad I finally did.
I mean, like, there are so many iconic scenes in that movie that, for being a Christmas movie, it is probably the most quotable Christmas movie of all time.
Probably one of the most quotable movies of any genre, I think. No, not the most, but it is definitely up there. I mean, everyone knows those lines. You'll shoot your eye out.
Right?
You know, even when I'd not seen that movie, I knew those lines.
Right?
Just like in The Princess Bride, you know, everyone knows those lines.
It's like, fragile. You know they sell those, right?
It's the Italian.
Right? They sell little lamps.
Yes, and I'm still wanting to get the life-size replica ones, but
Ah.
they're expensive.
Well, you know, like, what that lamp was based off of, right?
What?
It's an old Coca-Cola ad. That it was like, just like
Okay.
it was like the leg of a female, and she was like standing there, and that's what the director took the idea from. Was that little Coca-Cola ad.
I didn't know that.
Here's a funny fact that I found out just a couple of days ago. Did not know this at all before. I don't know if you remember, because I don't know if you haven't seen it this year, obviously. But do you know that part where they're at the mall and he's there to see the Santa, right?
Yeah, right.
Do you remember that snippet of that creepy kid with the goggles that's just kind of staring at him while he's in line?
I like the Tin Man or something.
Right? According to a thing
Yeah.
I saw yesterday, he was a regular kid that was just at the mall that day.
No way.
Yes, according to them, like, that whole outfit that he was wearing was his own outfit. And the director was just like, you could say whatever you want. And he thought the kid was creepy enough
That's
and just
great.
gave him that part. Which is like, there you
I
go.
like the Wizard of Oz.
And that's the whole point, because he was in a movie on the set, so he was saying what his favorite movie was.
I've never heard that.
The Chinese dinner scene where the waiters come out and start singing Christmas carols. The director didn't tell right. The director didn't tell any of the actors that the waiters were going to do that. So, you know, the part where the mother just starts
That was
laughing,
genuine laughter from them, most likely.
right?
Yeah,
That was authentic, and they kept that in the movie.
that's great. I'm so glad they did. That's another thing they would never be able to do today. PC reason.
Right?
Only in South Park, maybe.
God, that's something we need to talk about. Are you up to date with South Park?
No.
Ah.
I'm about 3 seasons behind, actually.
Ah,
I know it's horrible.
I'll give a snippet for all you viewers out there because I'm up to date. They've started the cancel South Park movement.
Now, I've seen that, the hashtag cancel South Park.
And it's literally like they make fun of themselves at one point, because the last episode they were doing a bike show, like a citywide bike show, and they were talking about how awful it is, and they're like, you would think that this town would just cancel it because of how awful this is. It's the same thing every year, so why don't they just cancel it? Just cancel it. And like literally had the characters look at the screen as like, they need to cancel it.
That's great.
Like, so good. But okay, number one. What's your number one?
All right, my number one, probably going to be on my top 5 comedies as well. My number one is National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
That's also on mine too. I mean,
Is it?
honestly, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Like
Yeah.
after like doing our homework, right? And I was saying top 5. Like I ended up with like 15. Honestly,
It's hard, right?
yeah, yeah. But you're right. Okay, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Like there is something about National Lampoon's any of their movies that really kind of just draws everybody in. But I think Christmas,
They're very relatable.
yeah, their Christmas
Just all the
Vacation
crap
though.
that happens during their stuff. Yeah.
Christmas Vacation and Vegas Vacation are probably the two best ones in my opinion. But there's something like that's so like again I have to use iconic about Christmas Vacation because the scenes in it everybody knows about.
Yeah.
Shitter's full. Like everybody knows that. Literally.
Oh yeah.
And the light sequence where he's like what's going on? So she goes in and flips the switch and it like blows out everybody else.
That's right.
Oh, the movie is so fantastic. Which of your Christmas movies are you looking forward to watching on this Christmas?
All of them, actually. My wife and I, we have a 4-day weekend, and we started our marathon last night. We started off with my number 5, Ernest Saves Christmas,
There
and
you
we're going to go down the line, I think. Yeah.
Good. Give me just 1 second. I'll get to my number 5. I woke up with a head cold today, so I'm gonna take a second.
No problem.
Okay, if you couldn't tell by the way my voice sounds, it is awful, but we're getting through. Okay. Top 5 for me. You ready, Zach? This is going to be different
I'm
than
ready.
yours.
Let's go.
Okay?
Okay, that's good.
Number 5, Krampus.
Oh, yes. I
Yes.
just saw Krampus, too.
Oh,
Yeah. Krampus is great.
absolutely love Krampus. Like I don't like when it came out. Like I wanted to get something on this list that was like not traditional. So like a lot of my movies on my top 5 are non-traditional Christmas movies. I tried to do that on purpose because everybody's seen A Christmas Story. Everybody's seen all these others, but like a lot of people haven't seen Krampus or even connect it to Christmas at all. But the whole
Right.
like the entire movie of Krampus is just so well done as a dark comedy. And the ending is fantastic.
It really was.
And the practical effects, I absolutely love practical effects, and they did such a good job. Iconic characters,
I'm right there with you.
right?
Yes.
So, it's one of my top favorites, which actually, like, as you just said, you have 4 days off. I don't go back to work until the 4th, so I have lots of days off, which is
Nice.
right? It's the first time for everything because my job before this, I had no
Yeah.
days off. So,
Oh, man.
right? Okay, so number 4 on mine, again, non-conventional, Black Christmas. It's
I never saw Black Christmas.
It's over the top gore horror movie about a Santa Claus that goes crazy and a guy dressed up as Santa Claus and basically
Right.
murders all these people in a house. It's your basic,
Sounds like my kind of movie.
right?
Was it 80s? Was it 80s, 90s?
There's been 2. There's been a remake that was done in 2000s, which is really good. That's the one I'm talking about because they upped everything. But the original one, I think it was 80s. It was either 70s or 80s because it was in color, but it had cheesy effects, like old school cheesy effects.
Yeah.
But still, it's a fun like adult horror ride of just wanton murder with axes.
That's great.
Right?
Yeah, I love it. I tried to think of scary Christmas movies as well. I didn't think of Krampus, but Gremlins is about as close as I got.
But I mean, again, Gremlins, honorary mention. Such a great movie.
Yeah.
Such a great movie. They were thinking about rebooting it.
I hope they don't.
Like I've heard they want to do a reboot, and I've also heard they want to do a sequel. I could deal with a
A
sequel.
sequel would be great. Yeah, I could do a sequel. I've always wanted a sequel.
Yeah.
I like the second one.
Right.
If they can, if they can screw it up with CGI.
Right. But I don't know. That would be an interesting take. Because they're always doing all these remakes and sequels now.
Yeah.
There's nothing. I don't know. There's nothing. There's as you said before, there's not a lot of original movies out right now, and it makes it hard. I mean, I even showed you the Critters that they're doing. It's an actual sequel, right?
Yeah.
Using practical effects, which is fantastic to me. I love that.
Yes.
And that's like the new Leprechaun movie. Have you seen the stuff on it yet?
Yes, I have.
I want to go see that too. But
I
again,
do too. I'm completely happy with that.
but it's also a sequel, which is good. I'd rather see a sequel than a remake.
Yeah.
So what am I on?
I agree.
That was 4, right?
That was 4. You're 3. Yeah.
Number 3. We talked about it. I have to say Ghostbusters. I have to. Like it's one of my favorite movies. Really.
Right.
And it is a holiday movie. You probably couldn't group it in as a Christmas movie, but it is a holiday movie because it spans several days,
right.
so it incorporates Christmas through the New Year's.
Yes.
And I mean it talks about that, but I mean I would put that as my number 3. Again, Bill Murray at his peak, Dan Aykroyd, just really good actors, really good movies. And I mean there's not much else you can really say about Ghostbusters except for if you haven't seen it yet, you are dumb. I don't care how old you are. Like you could be a 5-year-old child right now, and if you have your 5-year-old child sitting on your lap right now and you're watching us, thank you by the way for watching us. But teach your kids, teach them, show them the right stuff.
It's your responsibility.
And it is. It is very. It is your responsibility. We're here to guide you, so take the path, the right path.
Exactly. I mean, why are you watching if not to take our suggestions?
Right.
This is what you should be watching.
Okay, number 2, Die Hard.
Okay.
I have to. Though.
Yeah.
Like,
no, that's correct.
though, and that's the
I knew
thing.
it was going to be on there. So.
Because we talked about it already. Like.
Right.
It's been a big debate, but it's one of my favorite Christmas movies because it's not traditional. We taught specifically you said like the heartfelt Christmas feeling movies aren't all on yours. Like mine's complete opposite if you haven't noticed. Like so far none of mine have been heartfelt Christmas
Just a little
movies.
No, not at all. It kind of worries me actually right now. I'm just kidding.
No, I mean, what can I say? I'm a completely depressed individual.
Comes out in your movies. Yeah.
But it's a great action-packed romp that is probably it's one of the greatest movies all around. But it's set in Christmas time.
Yeah. So it has to be a Christmas movie.
It has to be. It's at a Christmas party. What else are you asking for?
So it's definitely one of my top action movies.
Right?
I'll give it that. That's for sure.
And I mean, again, still quotable. Every movie on it, you cannot say that there is no. Every movie that you can quote is iconic, because those quotes link it to your memory, and your memory will last. Even if you don't remember the movie, because you could be like, man, what movie was that again that said yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker? Oh yeah, it just connects it, and then it connects to every bit of part around you from that time period. Because I mean, remember when the first time you heard that, even as a little child, you're like, "Oh, he said that." Or if you've watched it on TV, yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon.
Oh, I know. Yeah, you were telling me if I'd seen Christmas Story recently. Yeah, I watched it on TV the other day. I was like, what?
Right.
I mean, even though it didn't really have a lot of vulgarity, the vulgarity that it does have is what makes it,
Like specifically
when
in Christmas.
When you see Cousin Eddie out there and he's like, the crapper is full, or it just completely dubs it out.
Right.
It's just, why do they do that?
Okay, my number one, all right, is also on your list, but it's my number one. It's the only movie that actually is heartfelt, and that is A Muppet Christmas Carol.
Awesome.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's my
It's one of
number
my,
one.
it's one of my favorite versions. Yeah.
It has been my only Christmas tradition for the past 25 years. I watch that movie every single Christmas.
Yeah. It's great. Great soundtrack too.
Oh,
Great music.
it's like everybody's all like around November start singing Christmas songs. All I'm doing is singing songs from that movie.
Yeah.
That's it. Like,
Correct.
like screw Mariah
Michael
Carey.
Caine too. So,
Like these are my Christmas
oh, God,
songs,
yeah.
right? And Jim Henson, man, like really, like during his peak.
May he rest in peace.
Yeah, may he rest in peace. Literally, at
Yeah.
really a strong peak in his life of just astonishing work. You know, when people really, again, practical effects kept all that alive. Puppetry has come a long
Right.
way, but that was kind of its peak. You know, you have the Christmas Carol, you have Treasure Island, you have the Muppet movies, which within the last couple of years, they tried to make another Muppet movie. They made a new Muppet movie, and it was good with Jason Segel in it.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah. It was okay.
Okay. And then they made the
Whatever.
TV show, right? Do you remember the TV show they had for a little bit?
I love the TV show. I love the TV
No,
show.
I'm talking
And
about
I
the new
I
one.
didn't think it,
Did you see the new
Yeah.
TV show?
yes.
Okay.
Where Miss Piggy had the talk show and
Yeah.
Kermit was the producer.
I liked it
Yeah.
too. There was lots of really, really adult jokes in there if you were paying attention.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But my thing is that when they did the new TV show, I really wanted them to just do the old TV show, but new. You know? But they didn't do that. They gave us The Office with Muppets.
I don't know. I like the concept. Maybe that's why it didn't take off, is because more people like you wanted to see the old Muppet Show. But I like the idea. I like the concept, but just didn't take off.
Yeah, I mean, you have so many people in this world that are just huge nerds, that are just nostalgia nerds and just don't like, lots of things. I'm just so I mean, what's the old saying?
Hey, I'm right there with you, man. Usually I am like that, but I don't know. With the Muppets, I wanted to give them a chance, whatever they had.
Oh,
but
I'm right
but
there with
definitely
you.
Muppet Christmas Carol. I really like the effects that they had in it. They had a lot of special effects in that movie, more than they did with the other movies. I think showing the ghosts and stuff.
What was your favorite ghost?
In the Muppet Christmas Carol, probably Jacob and Robert Marley.
That's good.
The old guys. They
Yep.
were great.
Yep, we're Marley and Marley.
Yeah.
I could
Avarice and greed.
I could literally sing that entire song right now.
That's awesome.
Yeah, my favorite is the Ghost of Christmas Present.
Yeah.
Come in and know me better, man.
Know me better, man. You kind of look like him, actually, Brad.
I do. Like the beard's coming a long way, Like I
Yeah.
want to get like right here, But we'll see. My daughters are telling me I should shave because I look too much like a red-haired Santa. Like, okay, you know
scaring them, scaring the children.
the stop motion Santa Claus movie where they show him as a young boy and show him growing up.
Yes.
That
Right.
that scene where he's like a young man but he has that beard and he's first learning to ho ho ho. That's what they say I look like.
Okay. I can see that. Sure.
Right. But all right, guys, that has been our top 5 Christmas movies. Next week we're gonna have a different top 5. Remember, leave your comments down on which type of genre or other type of movies that you want to know about, and of course, we'll talk about them. Isn't that right, Zach?
That's right. Thanks for having me again. I appreciate it. And Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas to you too, Zach. Enjoy it with your family and tell everybody that I love them.
I will. You too, man.
Good. Remember, guys, always be kind to everybody else that you meet. You do not know what they're going through. And until the next video, have a good time.